voting. If you don't know yet, you as diasporans are eligible to vote in Ugandan elections. The only thing you have to make sure you have is your ID, a Ugandan ID. How do you do that? You can apply for that with the NERA people when they are here or through the Ugandan embassy. So that is one achievement that at least we were able to push through as we came through. It is something that had been advocated for years, but through our administration and through engagements with policymakers in Uganda, we were able to achieve that. The other thing that we are also able to achieve was to make sure that we had a good relationship with the embassy, and they promised to come to the communities. Most of these things that we wanted to happen were hindered because of COVID. But then we cannot also keep saying we didn't do ABCD because COVID was here. So I'll run down and let you know some of the things we were able to do, even with COVID in place. Because if there's anything that I'm happy about, it's the way we started doing business in UNA, which actually helped us stay relevant to you as members, but also we're able to communicate to the world to let them know that UNA business was continuing when we were able to use the Zoom forums. So if you kept up with what was going on, you saw that UNA was actually holding more forums, relevant forums to people. Forums on immigration, forums on land policy, forums on upbringing children here in America. When that whole George Floyd issue happened, we had a major forum on that. So we really kept you engaged. And one of the things I'm so happy about was that because of that engagement, we had some of you people come together, and we even had a UNA Wall Street forum on. This forum helped a lot of people actually get to even learn how to invest and trade on Wall Street. Some of us were green. Some of these things are things that we just read about. But we were able to engage fellow members, we were able to have educational forums on it. And these are things that have been going on. The other thing that we were able to do was build relationships with education institutions. I'm happy to report that in the past 2 years, we were able to raise $60,000 worth of scholarships. And these scholarships went to you as members. None of the UNA leaders even applied or were recipients of these scholarships. We passed them on. It was a first come, first service, and those who were able to take them made use of them. I know someone asked me the other day if we could release the names, and some of these scholarships were actually applied for by parents of these kids. So that hinders us from putting names out there. But one of the gentlemen who lives in Minnesota, in fact, he had just joined UNA, is one of the recipients, and he gave us permission to have his information out there. Mr. Jeff Kawesa, and we blasted it out on the broadcast list. So as we build these relationships, as we look for services for you, please make use of them. Because as leaders, that's what we promise to do for you as members. We go seek the services and we give them to you. The other thing that we actually did for you as leaders was to make sure that we introduced the life insurance and repatriation programs. It had its own problems and contention, but today as I speak, through Hartford Life, you can sign up for a life insurance program if you need one. I know we have been told this is nothing, that you have $100,000 for people when they leave, and we are able to maybe cover their families and so on. But let's be realistic. How many of you in your own communities have been asked to sign up for life insurances and you did? A communal life insurance usually costs about maybe 200 and something dollars, and the payout is 25,000. But you'll find that people never even have that. And we as leaders are burdened to send out crowdfunding emails. By the way, Some people have abused me when I send out those emails asking for money, because these emails have been sent out almost on a monthly basis, or even 2 weeks, or even in a week. It gets so tiring for us to send emails out asking people to give us money, to raise money to take bodies home. And that's why we looked for these programs. The repatriation program is one of a kind. When someone passes away, we don't have any immigration people here. When someone passes away and does not have a social security number, you can still get $15,000 to take that body home, as opposed to nothing at all if that person was not signed up under the repatriation program. So we are begging you, for those of you who need these services, please sign up. It is tiring to send crowdfunding emails to the communities. You all know what has been going on in the past weeks. For example, Dallas was once hit, I think, with like 6 bodies in a period of 2 weeks. So can you imagine sending crowdfunding emails trying to raise money for these people to go home? It really, it just creates a lot of donor fatigue. So I'm going to continue advocating and asking and begging for you all to reach out to your communities and please sign up for life insurance. Protect yourselves, protect your families. Let's be able to do the right thing. I know you can't even afford to go and buy a $35 Hennessy bottle and bring it in one night. Please, life insurance is about $200. Those are how many Hennessy bottles. Just give me that $200. Let's sign you up and your families so that we don't have to suffer to do the aftermath. So if you really want to sign up for these programs, reach out to Mr. Lambert Etibot or Ms. Georgina Kironda. They are here today as leaders and they can be able to help you, to tell you how everything goes through, and you'll be able to have that benefit. The other thing that we are proud of course, in 2020, we are not able to meet physically, but the UNAA leadership was able to have an online foundation, which was successful. We are going to ask you to rate your first physical foundation. This is the first physical foundation we are having as UNAA. And we hope that we can at least be able to give you all that we could. On that note, for example, at this foundation, I want to talk about one thing that has been asked of me about the Afrigo ban. As I speak, we still have a P3 visa still in process for Afrigo ban. Why? Because the immigration process here is slow. Ever since COVID hit, everything is slow when it comes to immigration. For example, I had to go and renew my passport. The first time I renewed a passport, it took me about a week express. When I was renewing my passport last, it took me about a month and a half, and yet I had paid for express service here in the US. So ever since COVID happened, and I think I've also seen some notifications out there. If you have any immigration problems, you're trying to do something, things have been slowed down post-COVID. I think they lost some people in immigration, or they don't have enough people working. And I think that is why we are also our peace. But even without a Afrigo, as leaders, we always have a plan B in mind. When we knew that they had not gotten on a flight at least by Thursday, we were able to have a plan B. So yes, we are going to have ample entertainment for you. Don't think that because Afrigo is not here, you're not going to have entertainment. You saw what happened at the Mountain Square last night. We were able to have entertainment there because of the relationships that we build with partners. By the way, let no one lie to you. UNAA did not spend a single dime on the entertainment you had last night at the Mountain Square. Because of the relationships and partnerships we have been building with all the other people we have met on this 2-year journey, I was able to pull off a whole band to come and play for people. We were able to introduce ourselves as Ugandans to this city because this city actually celebrates cultural diversity. And when they asked us to come and share, and that's what we did last night at no cost. We did not pay a single dollar there. Everything was sponsored by the Cincinnati Convention and Visitors Bureau, by the events and Kroger and Macy's. So they took care of that part. And I'm happy that we are able to be partners with them. The other issue that I also wanted to bring to you is for you people who are business members. We are putting our program together and we are trying to see how we can help you as business entities. If you saw, I sent out a few months ago with the relationship that we have built with the U.S. Department of Commerce and the minority, the FDTA. That's the Minority Business Development Agency in Washington, D.C. For those that applied and submitted your business entities information, they'll be contacting you. There's a program that is out there that they are putting out for diaspora-owned businesses, especially from Uganda, Ethiopia, Kenya, and I think Ghana and East Africa. And these programs will be helping people with businesses to access services such as grants, such as funding. So make use of all these things that we bring to you as an entity. Last but not least, as I mentioned, yes, Africa is not here because their P3 visa is in process, but also we have other partners like Postbank that we have been having relationship with throughout the year, housing finance. They all were in the same category. Some of them even got their visas yesterday, that late. So they were not able to be here with us. But I'm happy to report that, for example, Postbank still went through, because of the good relationship we have with them, they still funded us and sent us $7,000 just because we have that good relationship with them. So if you see any adverts that we have out there for Postbank, please use their services, pass it on, because it's that good kind of relationship that we build with entities that actually is making us succeed. And we would like to stay that way as an entity. We would like to be more progressive. We would like to see as less negativity thrown onto this organization as possible. Like I've told people before, if we want to be taken seriously as an organization out there, especially to the US, because we are living here as immigrants, we have to kind of change the way we do things. When you go to anyone looking for sponsorships, they always look at your numbers and they always ask, what is it in for them? And what are you bringing on the table? Now, if you walk into these entities and they see the negativity that you're writing about your organization, you're not taken seriously. So as we continue to deliver services, as we continue to progress as an entity, I also would love to invite you as UNAA members to do what is right by your entity. If you want to know anything that's happening in the organization, please keep away from Wolokoso. Come to us as leaders. Ask us what is happening. If you want to know whether the entity has its finances available, go to the website. We have been feeding all that information on the website. You'll be able to know what is on the website, and you'll be able to be kept abreast of what we have been doing. Mr. Gaba has been telling me that I'm losing a lot of time. I have so much that I would still be giving you as members, but I know you may have some questions, and I'll be able to answer those questions. Mr. Gaba, thank you. I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much, Madam President. I know